And there's bats in there.
There's bats in there?
Yeah.
In the caves?
Yeah.
Alright. We might see a bat.
Yeah.
David, try not to eat the bat.
Yeah.
These animals live in caves.
Bats.
It's a cave beetle.
Bats. You found bats.
Put your hand up there so we see how big it is. That's how big a cave beetle is.
It's about the size of my hand.
I found a bat.
I see. That's so cool. Your grandma? Why are you always trying to be grandma?
Because I'm moving. We're going in there.
She's the one bugging.
Be easy.
That's cool.
Salamander.
It's a cave salamander.
Modern is 2 times its actual size.
That's cool.
And each strip it gets a little bigger. See, look. Each strip it gets a little bigger and a little bigger.
Oh.
You don't touch them because that's why.
They could break.
Can you say all that again?
No,
There's a
there's the
big
lactate.
monster in the cave.
Okay, so since Mom won't say it again, these caves gather up water on the roof. And after time, these little crystals right here, they get bigger. And then they chop them off and sell them.
Oh. I don't think that's what they do with them, but good job.
100% what they do. Look, you sell that.
Bug.
Look, we made it.
You sell it.
Look at this.
Experience.
It's about bats. See it?
They can't see. They're blind. Actually, no, they're not.
Yeah.
They're very blind in the day.
Get.
Ooh.
But look,
Yeah.
spiders. Let's do it again. I want to do it
But
again.
vampires.
Vampires
Yes.
go in caves.
Yes.
I used to be so scared of Dracula when I was a kid.
Well, see, that's vampires and Dracula.
Did you just say you used to be scared of Dracula?
Yes, terrified. I was terrified of Dracula. Where's she
It's
at?
neat. Torches and light bulbs and lanterns.
Why are you talking?
Madison.
They sell them. Right here.
What?
Right here.
What?
They sell them.
So what?
And then they chop them off and sell them.
Oh. Okay. You were somewhat right. What is this? Wishing well. At one point, Luray Caverns collected donations for local charities and a reflecting pool in the Rainbow Room. The coins corrode so quickly that banks had to retire the coins. Oh,
Practice is discontinued.
that's cool. There's hand sanitizer there, in case you touch them.
Oh, I just touched it.
And there's some fur and teeth.
I'm so bad. So it chops it off.
This one.
They aren't
Stalagmites. They rise up from the muddy floor.
Well, look at that. Look, a possum
Because of the
looks just
dripping.
like a real hand. It's got a thumb.
Cool.
What is this one?
I don't want to touch that anymore.
Stalactites. They grow down from the ceiling.
Look, like on the frog. See, look, it's got his little egg, then the tail, then they grow feet, then hands, then they lose their tail, and then they're a frog. And here's a bee. Here's what a bee looks like. Oh, a squirrel.
I do. I have on my phone.
Rita, don't touch it. Maddie, you guys quit touching. Stop touching. It all says do not touch.
But it's a barn owl. You have to touch the barn owl.
Hello, I come in peace.
Come on, let's go. You guys go ahead.
It's cold.
Go just look up at the ceiling.
You see it all?
Isn't it cool? What do you think? You want to look at it? Remember, don't touch paws.
For diamonds.
This is a cave, not a mine.
That's a different trick.
Oop, water dripped on me. Do you feel water dripping on you?
No.
There's water dripping from the ceiling. That's what makes it all do that.
Alright, we are in the first room that curl on the map. This is called the radish room because of these formations we have on the ceiling that kind of look like radishes. These are called stalactites, and you can remember these because they hang tight to the ceiling. When a stalactite drips, it makes another formation called a stalagmite. You can remember those because when they are tall enough, they might reach the ceiling and become what is called a column. Or if they are low enough, you might trip over one. When a stalactite drips, it may also drip on you. If that drip happens to land on your head, that is called a cave kiss, and said to give you 1 week of good luck or blessings. We are going to see a couple colors in here. This whitish color is called calcite or calcium carbonate. This lets us know that these formations are actively growing. When calcite oxidizes, it will turn red into cave rust, and that lets us know that these formations are done growing. If you see a grayish color, that is manganese, and a greenish color is called cave algae. We do have a bit of a green tint in here, and if you can't see a cave algae now, you'll be able to see it later. Cave algae growth is not encouraged in here. It actually grows because of our LED lights that replicate sunlight. We do not want it to grow, so every now and again I'll be turning off lights behind us to stop it from growing any further. Now we're going to head into our next room called King Solomon's Temple. Make sure to watch your step up this slope we have coming up here, and then we'll talk about a couple more formations.
Look at that. I got a kid.
Shh, not be scared of. Just a vampire. Come on. Oh, I saw a vampire. It's over there sleeping. You can't see it.
Welcome to King Solomon's Temple. First, we are looking at the back of the room right over here. This is called King Solomon's Throne. This is a shield formation. Shields are a bit of a geological mystery since we don't exactly know how they are formed. Some scientists think that it has a swirling motion of water. Others think that it comes from vertical bedding, which I'll talk about in a second. There are a few things such as there is a top plate and a bottom plate. We also know when those plates are finished forming, they will drop down drapery and connect the floor. Now you can see this one is still growing because it has that calcite on it, or the whitish color, unlike our smiley face shield right here, which is covered in cave rust and it's done. I've kind of talked about vertical bedding a little bit. This actually doesn't grow this way. This grows horizontally, and so we know that Grand Caverns, unlike those caves, was flipped onto this side. Now, if you're wondering how that happened, it happened because two plates were attempting to have a divergent occur. Only it seemed that the plate that our cave was on almost falls over here. This formation is called flow stone and forms from water dripping over it, giving it that waterfall effect. Now we're gonna head into our next room called
What's out? It's Vampire Street.
The vampire sleeps up there.
Oh, up here?
Yeah, up there.
Yeah, that's a bad.
On the ceiling. Because bats hang from the ceiling to sleep.
I better find them.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Persian Palace. We have some drapery right here, said to look like Persian rugs or animal skin. This drapery is coming off of our Liberty Bell shield above here with its own calcite crack. I'm going to kind of speed run this room. We have some cave bacon right here, which is the scientific name, by the way. If you're not hungry yet, maybe you'll have an upside down triple cheese pizza right here. And if that's not enough, we have our Taco Bell shield. I'll talk about the 1800s a little bit. So their tours opened up in 1806.
It's dripping right there. They would have dances in here, and they'd put their drinks on that shelf right there during the dance. Could you imagine dancing in a cave? It'd be so fun to dance in here, wouldn't it? And it'd be so loud, you could hear all the noises.
Right over here we have their entrance to this room from the last room of the chapel. They have some makeshift stairs. If you look straight ahead this way, you'll see a line going straight across the room. This is a water line. They used to be water sitting in here for thousands of years. Directly underneath that water line, we have something called cave coral or cave popcorn. This takes 300 years for 1 cubic inch to grow. It has a constant growth rate since it's constantly growing when it's underwater or when it's really, really humid. And stalactites and stalagmites can take 100 to 150 years for 1 cubic inch to grow. This will vary based off of the weather outside. If it's raining outside, it's going to drip a bit more, maybe a couple of days later. And if it's dry outside, it's definitely not going to drip as much. Right here we have a ladder. This weighs 40 pounds, breaks up into 4 pieces, so it's 10 pounds each piece. You can see where they connect, and they no longer pull apart anymore, so it's kind of rusted into place. Tour guides used to have helpers, or if they didn't, they'd be carrying pieces of this ladder on their back for the 8-hour tour of climbing and getting muddy. So I'm sure we're all very glad that we have our new technology, such as stairs, our LEDs, and our flashlights. We're just waiting for escalators as well as Wi-Fi in the cave. So waiting for that. And
Oh, wow. It is, isn't it?
Oh, amazing, Daddy. Look at that one. Yes. That's so cool, man. Girl. Yeah.
we have LEDs back there to essentially also give information as well as some of the pools. So it may look like the sun. That we have another place with more formations beneath. That is another reflecting pool, just like we had back in the ballroom. This one is used as a wishing well. You probably saw those coins back in the museum. This is where those coins were kept before they had to take all them out, due to the fact that the coins were eroding the water and the formations around them. When they took all the coins out, it was about 30,000 pennies or $300. And though we do have $300, we can't do anything with it.
It's definitely healthy.
You're smart. I always thought Maddie said.
So, I said 5 feet.
It's not 5
Clearly
feet.
5 feet.
I'm 5 feet. It's not 5
No,
feet.
it's 5 feet.
No.
Not quite.
It's about 7.5 feet. I'd say
Either one of them.
Illusion. 8 was close. And the waters from formations mix, so this layer stops the growth of these formations. You can see it's starting to chip off, taking over 200 years, since that is from the 1800s. It's growing at the very top because you can see calcite because no one can reach it. I'd rather let anyone try. Now we are in Cathedral Hall. These ceilings are 40 feet high, so don't let your brain trick you. We have over 250 feet in distance in here. Definitely one of our extra large rooms. We have some bald spots on the ceiling. These are from shields getting too heavy and falling. You don't have to be afraid of anything. Common View 2011. We had a 5.8 earthquake.
What did you think, Maddie?
Good.
Did you have so much fun?
Yeah.
What'd you guys think?
Oh, it was the best. It was beautiful. I loved it.
David liked it. Teresa, what'd you think?
Cold.
Cold. It was cold. I thought it felt good. It's hot out here now. All right.
Go.
We're going to go have a relaxed night, have a chill night. Oh, yeah, and go get some food. All right. Bye, guys. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay. I'm recording you.
Bye.
She calls me day and night.